Tuesday's night, and like every day, we are reviewing today's market. It was not an easy day, but quite worth living. Learned a lot of new things, noticed a lot of things that repeat every day. Actually, I've missed a few of the things while sitting in the market, but after the fact, I saw them very clearly. If you see the charts like this, that's how an ordinary person would see the charts who never heard about ICT. Let me apply some ICT filter here. Boom. That's how I see the chart. That's how algorithm see the chart. All right then. Let's dig right into it. So this fib extension is basically just the opening range low, high, midpoint of it. So market opens at 9:30, rather here. Take out some minor sell side, deep manipulation, then climbs up to 50% level, rejects it, tries again to reach it, rejects it, and then our first presenter fair value gap here on 9:36 a.m. candle, it becomes reverse actually. Market climbs up again, fills up the volume imbalance, rejects the lower half of it, touches the 50% of that fair value gap, and melts down. Also, one more little confirmation there, not just the first fair value gap. Look at this inverse and this fair value gap. That's a balanced price range. Up move, down move, that's a balanced price range. So basically it just comes to the upper quadrant of it, then melts down. And there was one question in my mind, like, why did not it melt here? Why it went to retest it again? Well, it's a time and price theory. We have to see what time it is. For that we have micro hours. Oh, actually it's macro. Damn. Alright, so we have macros from 9:50 to 10:10 a.m. Look at the 9:50 here. So that's 9:50 candle. After that, we can expect some sell side or buy side to be taken, and we will look for signatures on the signals that where it should go. After that, it comes down, fails to take the sell side, climbs up right to the balance price range, right to the middle of first presented fair value gap, rejects the bottom of volume imbalance, and then melts down. Melts down, down. Exactly at 10:10, it makes a low. Then do a little retracement before coming back down, making a low here just shy of the daily low. Actually, it took another daily lows here. I did not mark it. Just today, it swept these major levels here. This also, I was expecting market's gonna take these also, but S&P was showing different signs, so I gave up the idea later. All right, then. Then these lines are 30-minute cycles. From 10 to 10:30, I consider this. Actually, from 9:30 to 10, I consider this pre-cycle, pre opening range, and that's the proper like time cycle. It retraces down, climbs up. These highs are taken in the next 30-minute cycle, and now we can expect the price to go to the lows or to the premium levels to climb up higher, because price always gonna go from discount level if it's wanna go higher. Sorry, I said premium before, but it's the discount level. If the price wanna go higher, it will retrace to the discount and then will go higher. That's our OTE entry here if you want to go higher. But I saw some down trade here also. Once it took the high of it, we have a macro. Again, 1050 to 1110. After 1050, we can look for some setup. I see an inverse fair value gap here. Market bodies close just shy of 50% of that. Again, it touches it and then melts down to our discount level. Actually, a normal person would put a stop loss here above the fair value gap, but this green shaded area, I left it on purpose actually. That's a 15-minute fair value gap. We should always consider those big time frame fair value gaps in effect also, because market can go above it easily. So our stop loss should have been here, because usually it should be the high of the candle that's making the fair value gap, but it's too much handles, so we can consider that 15-minute fair value gap, stop just above it, then market melts down to our discount area, or equilibrium. Equilibrium is also fine. Equilibrium is 50%. If the market's really bullish, it will just go to 50%. See, it's been rejecting it. Climbs up, again dips down, going to the discount, and then climbing up later. Let me take this out. Okay, then after that cycle, there's another 30-minute cycle. Market climbs up, take the short-term highs. Again, starts to go down, climbs up, institutional order flow entry drill. I wouldn't have taken it because it's approaching lunch hour, and lunch hour usually what it does, it takes the highs, like the recent high made after 10 a.m. So we have this high, lunch hour does exactly what it's supposed to do. Takes the highs made after 10 and give a reversal. If it's strong, it's gonna continue. If it's weak, it's gonna retrace above those highs and then melts down. But it was a bullish day today, so it just continued higher. Let me take this 15-minute fair value gap also. Okay, then it takes the low, engineering some buy side here, takes the sell side, engineering some buy orders here, climbs up, institutional entry here. That's our order block entry here, low of it, the bottom candle here, and then one more entry here. Climbs up to what level actually? First presenter fair value gap, daily volume imbalance, and that's our lunch stuff. I don't care about it. Then after that, I come back at 1 and 1:30. I observe it. Market climbs up, comes down back into that first presented fair value gap, also to the discount. If we put fib on it, it will be exactly the discount level. Rejects the 50% of that first presented fair value gap, climbs up, and now that's a good entry here because 1:30 to 2, it's afternoon session time, and you can always find good silver bullet setups here. If we had taken a trade there, you can see the candle making the fair value gap isn't that big, so we can put it just one tick away. Entry here, only 16 handle stop loss. That's nothing actually. That's in my risk management rules. And targeting high of it, exactly 74 handles and 4 ratio trade. It climbs up, then our macro, I don't know why I have micro written there. Okay, climbs up, melts down to that big inverse fair value gap, just coloring outside the lines here. That's okay because I did not move my stop loss actually. Also, If we had to take a trade there at inverse, imagine we enter around here, our stop loss would be the bottom of the candle that's making the fair value gap there. Still 14 handles, targeting high of it, still 3-1 trade, or new day opening gap, or volume imbalance. That's the last thing you want to do actually. Take some partials out here, and this is like a god level trade. I mean, you can do that, but I wouldn't. Climbs up in macro actually. Look at that macro. Then after 2, ICT makes a trade here. So it fails to touch the new day opening gap and the fair value gap showing strength. Then we have this consolidation, and we find a candle that's making low here. This one, there's the order block, touches the order block, dips into it, rejecting it, and boom. ICT took a trade here to some level here actually, but for us it's the high of the volume imbalance. Short and sweet, that's it. And then the magic continues. It's a love letter actually. Today is a day when you fell in love with the market. Today is that day. It touches the 1 hour inverse fair value gap that was marked yesterday. Yesterday it was 15-minute, but there was also 1 hour busy there. It just digs into it. Body is closing just at the bottom of it. Melts down. After what time? After 3:30 is the time it's going down. Any other potential macro there? Well. Look at that. Look at that rejection on the daily volume imbalance. That's also nice. It melts down to what level? First presented fair value gap, of course, and the volume imbalance climbs up to where? Daily volume imbalance, digs into that opening range high, again into the daily imbalance, digs back into opening range high, and now we have a new day opening gap for Tuesday's evening. Keep digging into the bottom quadrant of it and melting down to the first quadrant, and will eventually go to the equilibrium. So that was it for today. Peace.